United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said Nigeria is an essential country in shaping the future. The U.S. Secretary of State stated this on Tuesday during a press briefing when he visited Nigeria as part of his Africa tour. According to Antony Blinken, United States of America is working in collaboration for the use of artificial intelligence to push up development in Africa, which, he said, Nigeria as the largest population, economy and democracy has made essential efforts in Africa's developmental quest. Antony Blinken noted that Africa has shaped the past, the present and currently shaping the future. The U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, arrived in Nigeria and met with President Bola Tinubu in Abuja and later headed to the country's economic capital, Lagos, to engage with the business community and commissioning of American Corner in Lagos. At Lagos, Antony Blinken on Wednesday met Bosun Tijani, Nigeria's Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy. The two authorities met during the Digital Technology Showcase at 21st Century Technology in Lagos, Nigeria. Blinken also met Nigerian entrepreneurs and innovators that partook in the showcase. He later visited the Nike Art Gallery where he watched dancers perform. Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu received the United States Consul General in Lagos, Will Stevens, U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, David Green, charge d'affaires ad interim, U.S. Embassy in Abuja during Blinken's transit through Lagos, at the presidential wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, on Wednesday, the 24th of January 2024. Sanwo-Olu disclosed this in photos shared on his social media handles on Wed. Accordingly, Sanwo-Olu said, it was a pleasure to welcome the United States Secretary of State, Mr. Antony Blinken, to Lagos while transiting at the presidential wing, Murtala Mohammed International Airport. We are always open to strengthening diplomatic ties and discussing shared interests for a brighter future. His recent words recognizing Lagos' well-deserved reputation as a tech and innovation hub were great to hear as we stand proud as a breeding ground for innovative success. Our city remains open to fostering international partnerships that contribute to our collective progress. Blinken had unveiled the American Corner in the Lekki area of Lagos State on Wednesday. U.S. Embassy said, since 2000, the U.S. has launched 245 American Corners in approximately 60 countries. It was learned that the American Corners serve as regional resource centers for information and programs highlighting American culture, history, current events, and government. The facility unveiled on Wednesday braced the United States of America President Joe Biden's policy to propel digital transformation and foster a digital ecosystem in sub-Saharan Africa, according to Punch newspaper. Bidemi Ojo, co-founder, Clearworld Pharmacy and Vice President, Mandela Washington Fellowship Alumni Association of Nigeria, captured the moments of Antony Blinken in Lagos while commissioning the American Corner program. Bidemi Ojo's words are represented below verbatim. Exciting day. Today was beyond amazing as I represented the Mandela Washington Fellowship Alumni Association, MWFAN, as Vice President to the grand launch of the American Corner Lekki, commissioned by the distinguished U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. Huge shouts out to the U.S. Consulate General Lagos for the invite. Present were the incredible leaders like Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria David Green, U.S. Consular General Will Stevens, and Chairman, CEO at 21st Century Technologies, Wale Ajisebutu. The vibes were electric. Secretary Blinken's speech was inspiring, emphasizing a commitment to the vibrant U.S.-Nigeria relationship while praising the tech prowess of Nigeria and the impact of programs like the Mandela Washington Fellowship. He applauded 21st Century Technologies for their role in building digital infrastructure to enable technology in Nigeria. He also applauded the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy for making Nigeria a tech powerhouse, judging from the quality of innovation coming from the country. The ribbon cutting by Secretary Blinken was the highlight and it marked a historic moment. The American Corner Lekki is expected to aid youth innovation, entrepreneurship, and creativity. Debola Deji Kurumi, a 2018 Mandela Washington Fellow who has now become a board member of MWFAN, shared her incredible journey, highlighting the transformative power of the fellowship, and the amazing CEO of 21st Century Technologies shared their awe-inspiring 25-year journey from humble beginnings. U.S. Consular General Will Stevens nailed his speech too. Had a blast networking with the U.S. Embassy and consulate staff, important personalities, dignitaries, celebrities, presidents, and key leaders from various U.S. government exchange programs. The American Conator left me breathless. From event spaces to podcast and video recording studios, and an education hub, glad that this tech heaven is in my community. Grateful for this opportunity and can't wait for Mandela Fellows to leverage this space.
Africa has shaped our past. It is shaping the present. It will shape our future. Nigeria, as Africa's largest country, largest economy, largest democracy, is essential to that effort. And we are doing a lot of work together already to drive in a positive direction. We're driving climate action as partners in the Global Methane Coalition. We're pushing for permanent representation for African voices in the UN Security Council, in other international organizations that need to reflect the realities of today, not just the day that they were created many, many years ago. We're working and collaborating to support the development and use of artificial intelligence for good. With 30 other Atlantic countries, we're driving blue economic development, environmental protection, science and technology exchange through a new partnership for Atlantic cooperation.
During the course of that meeting, several issues were discussed of a bilateral nature as well as multilateral nature. They ranged from food security to agriculture, to pharmaceuticals, to security itself in the region. And I have to say that the discussions were very fruitful, and the decision was also made that a number of these issues would be further discussed at the upcoming Nigeria-US Binational Commission.